we have our 7-cost champions. Now, before you ask, let's talk about it right away. A 7-cost is just a 5-cost, okay? They operate like 5-costs. They have the same rules as 5-costs, the same shop odds as 5-costs. The only thing that makes them 7-cost is that they cost more gold, and this is us signaling to you that they're more powerful. These are very powerful champions, or at least they have the potential to be powerful. So be aware of that. But otherwise, for all intents and purposes, they are 5-costs, okay? That's it. So one question you're going to ask, for example, is if I unlock Aurelion Soul and then I use Pandora's Bench, can I roll a zillion into Aurelion Soul? Yes, because they're just 5-costs, okay? So other than the fact they cost 2 more gold, they're just 5-costs. Now, what do these champions do? These are pretty crazy. First off, we have Aurelion Soul. Now, remember how I said Targon is threats? Well, if you can play all the Targon units, which means you have to get the Leona 2, put the items on her, unlock the Diana, and then find the Taric. That's the hard, plus the Zoe and the Aphelios. You can unlock Aurelion Soul. Once you unlock Aurelion Soul, he starts off pretty weak. Okay, he's actually not like he's not someone that like you get on your board and you're like, oh my god, I win the game. He's not that he's not weak, but he's not insane. Okay, but the way he works is every time he damages a unit with a spell, he starts gaining some star power. And the more Targon units you keep on the board, because playing a 6 Targon board is not optimal. You're like, as soon as you unlock Aurelion Soul, you really want to start like getting Defender in and getting Bruiser in and getting traits in. But if you can keep the Targon in, you're going to get more star power quicker. As he gains more star power, his spell gets pretty insane. He'll start doing like utility and knockups and bigger AoEs and true damage and burn. It's like, it gets pretty nuts. And then, so like, I think it's like 600, you kind of fully unlock the spell and he's kind of a beast. If you can somehow get to, I believe the number's 1199, which requires a pretty early Aurelion Soul unlock and staying 6 Targon, then his spell will instantly wipe the enemy team. Like, it's pretty hard to do, but he can be a like 3-star 5-cost levels of power by himself, even as a 2-star or even 1-star, if you can get all that star power. So he can go pretty crazy. Baron is the capstone of Void. You have to be level 10. You have to play 7 Void units, which is all of them. And then when you do, you unlock Baron. Baron takes up 2 slots, which means you then unlock 9 Void, which is powerful. And Baron's just an insane beast, right? Like, you're level 10, you've got this Baron. He has like 3,000 base health, does tons of damage. He's not a tank. He's an AD damage dealer, so you're going to want things like BT, IE, Sterix on him. And dude just does insane stuff. I won't spoil it for you, but Baron's cool. Brock is the capstone of Ishtal. Now, Ishtal is our high-risk trait, and we'll talk about that later. But as you play the high-risk trait, you'll start earning these little tokens as you level up. And once you earn 500, you unlock Brock. Brock is just a big, healthy beast AD user, and the big thing he can do is your first Brock cast is a big board-wide stun. So this guy's powerful. His auto attacks are like, I think he has like 300 base AD, and they AoE cleave. So dude's a beast. But yeah, you have to play the high-risk trait to unlock him. All right, Rise. Rise is really one of the more fun ones. I believe during one of our influencer tests, someone spent like their entire first game not just playing, they just were theory crafting Rise boards. Because the way Rise works is to unlock him, you have to have 4 region origins active. So this isn't classes, but for example, if you have Yordle plus Targon plus Noxus plus Demacia, if you have all those traits active, you'll unlock Rise. Great. Now Rise by himself, standard spell, pretty low mana, shoots a bolt, whatever. But every region you have active adds something to that spell. So the more regions you can have active, the better his spell becomes. For example, if you have like Shurima active, his spell can do a little knock-up and start to dig for gold. If you have Targon active, I believe the spell heals. It might be Yordle, I have that backwards, but the more things you have active, the better his spell becomes. And so he's also really good with emblems. If you have a lot of emblems, you can get more regions active, you can get your Rise spell going crazy, and that's really fun to do. All right, Silas. Silas is fun. The way you get Silas is you have a 2-star Jarvan, a 2-star Garen, and a 2-star Lux. So you're probably leaning Demacia, but not necessarily. Could just be like Defender Arcanist. And then you sell them. When you sell a 2-star Jarvan, a 2-star Lux, and a 2-star Garen, it doesn't have to all be in the same turn. Like you could sell the Jarvan early and then whatever. But once you sell them all, you unlock Silas. And Silas is a very well statted, you know, this guy's got more stats than usual for a 5 cost. He's an Arcanist Defender, cool. His spells though, he will actually cycle, not like in a row. He'll do whatever he thinks is best, but between Lux's spell, the laser, and he'll shield himself. Jarvan's spell, he'll jump in, he'll do the AoE like Cataclysm CC thing. Or Garen's spell, he'll Judgment down and like kill somebody. So it's pretty cool. You got rid of the Demacians, he stole all their spells, and he's gonna cycle between them. Pretty cool. And then lastly, we have Zaheen. I'm always gonna mispronounce this. This one's weird because you can only unlock it with Xin Zhao's Hero Augment. So this will be a 2-1 Xin Zhao Hero Augment that when you complete, you will get Zaheen. Very thematic given what's going on in League of Legends. And yeah, the dude's kind of a beast once you do, but you have to, it's going to be a narrow thing. You're not going to be able to play him every game. He's kind of a hero augment. So